Hello and welcome to Tempo Check. Tempo Check 1 2. I'm your host, Cathryn Niker.
And I'm your other host, Freddie Rivas. What's up? What's good? Follow us on all of our social media accounts. The WNBA Pickup on Insta. I was gonna say I got stuck on the at portion. At the WNBA Pickup on Insta, TikTok, YouTube. Reviews, word of mouth. Listen, whatever you want to do is great. And if you're like, hey, I just listen and I don't
Yeah,
do
put up a
other shit,
billboard in your
you
local
know,
town, whatever you got to do.
that would be great. Please put up a billboard in your
Put up
local
a
town.
billboard.
Send it to us. The whole billboard, not just a picture of the billboard. Cathryn,
You know.
you ready or what?
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready. Listen, we got a season, baby. Season starts this Friday. Very exciting. Excited to watch some regular season basketball. We're going to talk a little bit about the roster, and then we're going to talk a little bit about this first game coming up.
So maybe I'll just jump in with a bit of a
Mhm.
roster preview. Like I think everyone knows the major names now. Maria Conde as in the building, and she's kind of like we'll see if she makes the roster. The roster has to get to 12 players, right? And then there can be 2 developmental players. So like players 13 and 14, they can only play a certain amount of games. I think it's like a combined. I can double check that, but it's a combined whatever it is, like 25 games or something like that. And um, so we're still carrying more players than we're going to have. And actually, this podcast is very likely going to come out on the 8th game day, and the cuts need to happen tomorrow. So we're recording on the 6th, and the cuts need to
Mm.
happen tomorrow on the 7th. So by the time you hear this, we will have a final roster. But I just want to shout out who we've brought over. So we just brought over um, uh, Yvonne Ejim, who people, if you're into Canadian basketball, you probably know Melvin Ejim, who's played for Team Canada a lot. This is Melvin Ejim's sister, Adja Kane, who was a part of the expansion draft, and then also we have officially signed Mariella Fasula. Who played a preseason game with the Storm? But we assigned Mariella Fasula to one of those developmental spots. So she's going to be
Mhm.
in with the team. So all this to say, we don't know who is all going to make the team and get cut from the team. But by the time you're listening to this, there will be a final roster. It's very exciting, very competitive league, and yeah, and then we can start talking rotation and that sort of thing. But I guess yeah, let's jump right into this Mystics game, the home opener.
The home opener this Friday. I think this matchup with the Mystics is going to be fun from like a rookie perspective. We've got a bit of a UCLA reunion for anybody who's, an NCAA fan with Lauren Betts and Kiki Rice. Other players to really look out for. We just talked about her on this week's episode of The Pickup, Sonia Citron. Shakira Austin, I think, was a player the Tempo were trying to get and then didn't
Yeah,
get.
we signed her. We signed her
We signed her.
to a restricted, and then the Mystics matched.
Yeah, or exceeded. So, I feel
Right.
like this is something I feel like we're going to see throughout the year, but teams that have bigs are where we're going to struggle. And I think with the Mystics between Shakira Austin and Lauren Betts, uh,
And
you know,
and and Ariafen,
yeah,
who's
and
one of the
area.
strongest players.
Yeah, like it's gonna be a lot. I think the Tempo are gonna have to kind of run and gun a bit. I'm sure they'll look to get out onto the fast break. I will say, the this Mystics team is like fairly new and they're not projected to be the best team, although we think they're a fringe playoff team. So maybe this is a gettable one. The home court advantage is going to be huge for this. But they match up with us like really well, I would say.
Definitely. I was just looking to just doing a bit of a depth chart dance here.
Mm,
So this is according to RotoWire, and so keep this in mind. This is very like fantasy specific. So
please get into it.
certainly not, a lock or whatever, but here's who you might expect are the starters for the Mystic um come come opener. So Sonia Citron, Kiki Iriafin, Shakira Austin, Georgia Amor, and Michaela Onyenwere. That's who they have, and then obviously Lauren Betts, you would imagine maybe is flirting with that starting spot. So we'll see if they go with her or Shakira. I don't know if it's like an experience thing or what.
I feel like they could maybe start both and then try to move someone to the forward spot, and then Kiki Iriafin would move to small forward and play like super super big.
Right.
That is also an option that they have, which is wild.
And also keep in mind, like the depth chart is very much just like it goes guard, forward, center. So I think whatever there's a lot of different combinations per team. So
Mm.
for the tempo, for instance, we're so guard heavy, but so
Mhm.
our guard depth chart is Marina Mabry, Brittany Sykes, Julie Almond, Kia Nurse, Kiki Rice. I sort of imagine that Kiki Rice would be higher in the depth chart, but regardless, that's just the guards. And then forwards, they have Temi, Niara, Aaliyah, and Izzy Harrison. And then center, we only have Nikolina Milic, Maria Klunikova, and Adja Kane. We'll see if who's on the roster, sort of thing. But yeah, like
And Niara Sabali.
yeah, I said Niara, who's a forward. So
Oh, right. Sorry, sorry.
yeah, they have Niara listed as a forward. Um,
Interesting. Okay.
but I think forward center will get pretty loose on this team. Not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Anyways, what are you expecting? Like, you think we're gonna get a win? Is it gonna be like fun times, but it's a
I
loss
I
or what?
I mean, obviously with the first game ever, it'd be great to have a win. I think the crowd is going to be a bit of a six man in this one.
Yeah, how
Just
could it
being
not?
how could it not, right? Like with everybody just being so hyped. So I feel like that's going to help. Um, I feel like this is a game that could be close, and then the Mystics could run away with it mid third with a with a fake fourth quarter comeback. Is kind of my instinct on this one. Um, but you never know. It's the first game of the season. Like a lot of teams, players are still figuring things out. They have, a lot of rookies and sophomores on their team. So, there could be a lot of turnovers on their side. I feel like that would be more of a strategy from the tempo side to get them to turn over the ball more and all of that. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking for this one, Freddie. But if they do turn over the ball a lot, then I think we definitely have a shot. That's where I feel like they could have some weakness.
I'm going with the tempo win.
Yeah, you
I
are.
I think that Mabry and Sykes are gonna wreak havoc,
Are
and
we are we gonna be good cop, bad cop on this podcast?
we're going French Canadian, and we're gonna good cop, bon cop. Okay. Um, yeah, yeah.
Perfect.
I will say, I will say today we are, and I think I think the crowd as like that X factor is for sure gonna be huge.
It's gonna be major.
Like, it's gonna be nuts. We don't even know what the mascot is yet, you know what I mean? Like, this is gonna be nuts.
That's
Like,
right.
the rhythm section's gonna pop out, our dance crew, let's go. Like, it's gonna be absolutely insane. It's gonna be electric, and I think the crowd's gonna feed off of that. I think the players are gonna be excited, and I do think our defense is really like, this team is honestly, like, not that young. Like, we have a lot of veterans. So I
Yeah,
think
we have a lot of veterans.
yeah, so I
Yeah.
think particularly going up against the Mystics that are young, I think we're gonna have issues throughout the season with, like, some of
With
the
other teams,
other
but, like,
teams,
this
but
is where I'm talking about the turnovers.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly, and I feel like we might be able to frustrate the Mystics, as
Mm.
they get organized, even though on the pickup, I was just saying, I think Sonia Citron is, like, absolutely nuts. I think she's amazing. But yeah, but anyways, like, like, who knows? Maybe he picks a fight, like, let's go. It's gonna be nuts.
Um, I like this a lot. I hope you're right.
Final score, Tempo 200, Mystics 1.
Are we counting the buckets from the mascot, like, at halftime, like, when
Yes.
they jump on the trampoline
Yeah.
and stuff? We're
They all
counting
count.
those.
They count, yeah.
Yeah, there's also a 4-point line now that
Yeah,
only applies to us.
that's right.
Yeah. Cool, Freddie. Happy season.
Happy season. Let's do this.
Thank you, everybody. We're keeping this one short and sweet. You can listen to the Pickup WNBA pod, where we have a lot of our season predictions. Who do we think is going to be MVP? Who do we think is going to win it all? Who do we think is going to be Rookie of the Year? All that fun stuff. So check out that pod as well. Thank you, everyone, and we'll catch you next time.
All right. See you, everybody.
Bye.